Good afternoon. This is Robert Cornicelli, National President for Veterans for America First. And today I am interviewing a hero, someone who put their entire life on hold to get down into the Texas flood area and save people and help people who weren't hit and just all the things you did down there. I'd love to hear more about that. So this is Kimberly. She's one of our VFAF volunteers, and it's great to meet you. I know you went down there with your husband, Dakota.
Yes, we did. And it was a group effort. A lot of people coordinated with us and did some amazing things. It was,
So your husband's on his way home. I'm just turning up my volume.
yes. So when you leave to go to like a disaster area like this, it is better that you keep as less vehicles as possible. So you pack up your volunteers, you ride share because you don't want to block actual rescue workers, like with the boats, the divers, and any emergency personnel. So we make sure everything's compact.
Well, that's great.
So
So first, both of you and your husband are Navy veterans, correct?
yes, we are. Yes,
Well, thank
yeah.
you. Thank you. I'm glad. I'm really glad. I'm honored to know you. I love veterans. I love people who go out and help others like you did. You're a rare breed.
I honestly, sir, I think if you walked less than 100 feet, you would run into at least three veterans out there,
Amazing, right?
especially on post 9/11. They're out there. They're working up chainsaws. They find other veterans, the veterans that actually did lose homes or had damages. They're out there. They're working the front line.
So now you live in Texas, correct?
Yes,
How
I
far
do.
away was this that you had to go to?
I've been on several different places. We started off in Canyon Lake and Timothy Mabry. We called Timothy Mabry and we asked for his assistance to set up maybe a drop location. And he set up, I guess, the VFW out there. And then when we were called with some of our teams that we work with, we did not come in first wave because, again, you want to open the freeways, especially I-10, for those first responders. So we came in secondary when we were told to come in. And then at that point, Timothy set up the the donation center. And then once we set up the donation center, the second wave, Grunt Style came in. Love Grunt Style, guys. They came in and they found us a place to drop the supplies off in Kerrville. And then we came in through Remnant and we found the truck drivers, the volunteers to take supplies down to um, the it was the Salvation Army in Kerrville, and because the locals had at that time, it looks like the locals had dropped off their distribution. So there was a lot of heavy vetting. People were bringing trash, not the necessarily the right things, but all of our stuff, all of our food. We made sure that it was all not up to date, no expired food, no shirts and clothes were clean. They didn't have holes in them, and people were dropping off weird stuff, like even winter clothes. This is Texas; we don't have winters, so so we vetted the supplies, labeled the supplies, separated between rescue equipment and frontline worker equipment. So that way, when it got to the Salvation Army, they were so happy to see our truckloads as organized that they were, so they could get those resources out and vetted properly.
Amazing. Now,
And then we got a,
oh,
oh, I'm sorry. And
no,
then
go
we got a
ahead,
call.
please.
We got a call, and we ended up in Leander. And this lady, she's a huge Trump supporter. Her name is Miss Auburn. Her stuff went viral on TikTok. And then I pulled into Miss Auburn's up to her house. She gets out of the car, and I guess this is the God thing. I've known Miss Auburn for 2 years. She had just lost like 40 pounds. So I didn't
Wow.
necessarily recognize her. And I know her husband, and he's a Navy SEAL. And she sounded the alarm, and she actually got Leander, the volunteers, and everything else in there before even the government knew what was going on. She was rescuing everything. She was rescuing people. Um, clearing the debris so she could get down to the river and start rescue. She was an amazing individual. She's of course, Navy wife. So she had it handled. She was a mama bear out there.
That's awesome.
And then we left there, and then we got dispatched again back to the warehouse where my husband, he's a supply guy. He went in there to Miss Jenny's um, at the inn, and then he organized their warehouse because when people bring in their supplies, they will sit there and throw ammonia and bleach together, and we could have a dangerous situation. So at that time, you have to make sure there's no further accidents. So Dakota came in, reorganized the distribution center from Fredericksburg, and people were coming in with truckloads, leaving with truckloads. He showed people how to pack pallets safely,
That's awesome.
unload pallets, and it was just fast, fast, fast. And then we went up. We got new orders to head up to San Saba, Llano, check the creek beds there for overflow, and do basic set rep reports. And I barely slept. I think I in 10 days, like 26 hours.
Wow.
I sleep where I can. So, and then after we finished up, the important thing when you go to a rescue like this is knowing when to show up, but knowing when to leave. And he had trained everybody. We had fresh volunteers. We were exhausted. It was time to pull out. And that's where we're at today. So all over Texas.
So
I
both
mean,
you,
we're
your husband went, and your baby. That's
yeah,
how
I have
dedicated you were.
we did have childcare lined up, guys. I mean, I just didn't dump her anywhere.
Oh,
She now
obviously.
has 100. She has 100 grandmothers now. I'll say that.
That's great. Now you plan on going back.
If the recovery team will, yes, but other than that, I'm organizing supplies here because all the snakes are coming out right now. So people are getting snake bitten. We need quick clot because of, there's chainsaw accidents that are going on because let's face it, there's like 68-year-old women out there with chainsaws thinking that there's children right now. And so some safety is needing to be considered and some backups. So we're looking for specific supplies, and we are making sure that we're connecting with our teams that are still out there to send those specific supplies.
Yeah, make sure you send me a list.
Oh, I will.
I'll help you as best I can, especially with my veteran group.
Yeah, quick clot, snake bite stuff, bug bite stuff is really what they need, and boots. They're chewing through their boots
Wow. You wouldn't
like
think of that.
crazy out there. Yeah, so I can send you a list for sure.
Yeah, definitely do that. Man, that's some story. And the fact and to think that you want to go back if you could just shows
I
the type of person you are.
I do want to go back, but I want to go. My heart still needs to line up with my head. Okay. If I go back out there and I'm in the way, then I could also cause further damage. I want to, believe me, I want to be here. When I left it in this morning, it was very, very hard. I mean, I was crying because I just fell in love with so many beautiful people. Um, but I was not needed at that time. If I come back in, it looks like it'll be for more um, reconstruction supplies. And or if I have to go in there and grab my swimsuits and go swimming for a little bit.
So it
So
was
because I
devastating
was really
down
good
there,
at
huh?
that. Of course,
Like the power of
very much
that
so.
moving water.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I saw like this the root system of this one tree was at least 3 stories high, and they had the it was a power line pole, and that tree had smashed in it and bent it, and I'm just like, to even survive that power, um, I was absolutely in awe. Just it was intense.
Now remember, nature just it doesn't stop for little people. You were in
No,
the Navy, you saw waves coming up over on top of aircraft carriers.
yeah, I know, right? But at that point, it was like we knew what we were doing. We were prepared for it, and some of us just really like adrenaline rushes. Just saying. But I was 2 miles out of Camp Mystic. That bothered me, sir, quite a bit. Um, Training bras. We're just flown over there. Um, to sit there and see child volunteers pick up child's equipment, and there were children volunteers. That was her. That was that made you take pause. It did. Um, because it's every neighbor, grandparent, family member, and friend that is out there, and children. Children are even disturbed, and they're putting on hard hats, and they're grabbing things and taking it to piles. And it just makes you think. And they're happy to do it.
Yeah,
And
those kids are going to grow up to be people like you and your husband.
they're going to be strong. They're already strong. They're better than most people.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Trauma
Um,
sometimes makes people stronger. You don't
and they
want,
want to be there.
yeah,
And when that sun sets down, I saw a group of young teenagers sit there and think that it was unfair that the sun went down, that we should keep going. And very brave, very, very brave.
yeah, that's amazing. That's truly amazing. Well, Kim, I can't imagine what you went through down there, and I'm honored to know you and honored to have you part of our Veterans for America First because you're exactly what people think about when they hear American. Don't hear about these people who crying and complaining and putting on masks and banging on government doors. Talk about people like you who the trouble's that way and Kimberly's that way. You know, when there's trouble that can be helped, and it's an amazing quality. I'm honored to know you. I wish I
I
got the
appreciate
job.
it. But we were trained to run toward the bullets, toward the danger.
Yeah,
And it was pretty dangerous. A friend of mine sent me a video when I was driving on this road that it's like sheer drop. I'm in this truck just loaded down and the ground is soft. I'm like, okay. And we have volunteers in there, and it's my job to make sure that those volunteers get back home.
yeah,
And that was a lot of pressure. But here's the thing: is that these people, the rains came in yesterday, and it flooded again, and the people didn't care. They were going to stay put no matter what, and still go in after them. Like I had these little old ladies, beautiful, beautiful ladies, sitting there. I'm like, the roads are flooding. Why are you dropping off these supplies? And they were just like, well, I'm gonna try. I'll die to get these supplies there. And I'm just like, oh no. But that's the heart of these people, is that it's risk could be damned. Let's get it done, and let's heal Texas.
that's the heart
It's
and soul of
really what it is.
Americans.
There's so much love down there, so much support. Um, I mean, even you guys, I've been talking to Miss Jen, and the motivation that and the love and the support I've gotten from you guys. Um, Y'all are checking on me, making sure that I'm okay, making sure my family is okay. Um, it's very overwhelming, very overwhelming. I would like to say thank you so much for supporting us and supporting my family and making sure that we're okay, and that we can get things that we need. And I know it's been really rough with communications. We get Starlink packs sometimes, and then they just go. And then we're like, okay, bye. And we're cut off from the world. So I really appreciate it.
Well, we're here to support you, and if there's anything you need, let me know. If you're going down there again, our Veteran Recovery Coalition will help you out again.
I appreciate it. Thank you so much, sir.
You're welcome. It's great. It's really great talking to you.